Right then, we're pretty much at the end of our 15 minutes. I've got 10 seconds left on there. I'll let it go, but it doesn't really matter. I can see just by looking at the ball, it's coming away cleanly from the bottom. So it's not going to be really a problem to handle it all this. Like I say, with the wholemeal, it is slightly different textured. I'll just get rid of some bits and pieces. Slightly different textured. I mean, it's got the elasticity, which we want. But it holds together. It seems to hold together that little bit better. So what I'm going to do is create a little bit of space. Just behind the little wipe there. I'm just going to get rid of this machine. I'm pretty much sure how easy it is to get rid of that. I'm only moving that for space. How easy it is to handle, really. So get rid of that a little bit more. Here we go. So there's our dough in there. And all we do, we get our scraper. This is pretty much all we need for this part of the process. Right under it, blob it out. There you go. You know, it'll stick to me, but you have a look. It's pretty much clean in there. So not a problem at all. I'll get rid of that, create some space. So I've got a bowl, lightly oiled, just a bit of olive oil in there. It's probably slightly more than I actually want in there. It's not swimming, but it's fine. It's not a problem. And all we're going to do, literally, if I can just move this dough over to there, I'm going to create a bowl. So I've showed you before. If you can imagine this almost like when you're scraping wallpaper, you kind of want to do it with a little bit of vigor there, but you know, you're not going daft or anything like that. And all we're trying to do, and I'll describe it one more time, we're trying to tuck the ball in on itself. So we're trying to create like some surface tension, and all we do that is by tucking it in on itself. So I'm going to go around the sides with a scraper and just literally push like that from the side, and eventually what you'll find is with enough work the dough gets smoother on the top. I've developed this little method, and this is quite easy to do. I call it the rock and roll. So I literally get my scraper one side. Once it's in a neat ball like that and it's coming away, it's not sticking to the top, I literally use my scraper to push it like that, turn it around, push, turn it around, push, turn it around. And within a few scrapes, that's kind of there. It's not going to look as smooth as white because it's got all the bits in. You know, it's got the whole grain, so it's not going to look ultra smooth like a white loaf. Pretty much there. It's already there. To be fair, there's other ways around doing it. You can use your hands like that if you wanted to. That's fine. You can pull it like this if you wanted to. That's fine. That's another way of doing it. But if you use your scraper, like I say, once it's in a ball, yeah, I could do this all day. It's just, and it just gets it in a neat ball, and that's done. I mean, it was done a minute ago. Plonk it in our bowl, and like I say, all we've done is we've created a tension around the dough itself, a ball. So as it rises and as the gas expands, it's going to rise evenly. And because we've got a wetter dough, like I explained before, it's going to be less tension there. So as the yeast is pushing up, it's going to push it and inflate it evenly, and you're going to get some decent height and stuff on it. So that's it, as explained as I explain things, but I hope it made sense to you. And all we do, I use these disposable shower caps. They're easier. I just have a little thing with them, a little container with them in, and that'll be that for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I put about 15 grams of yeast in. So what the more yeast, if I can explain just a bit at this juncture, the more yeast, the faster things work. So more yeast equals just quickness, speed. So it works in your advantage sometimes. The slower you do the process, it'll work with a smaller amount of yeast. Yes, it will. That's how sourdough works, and it can take an awful long time. Kind of the positive side of that, you develop more flavour. But there's a balance, isn't there? You can't wait all day for a loaf of bread. So it's a balance between getting it in a reasonable time frame, but you know, allowing some of the processes to take place which produce the flavour, which I'm not going to go into because it'll just bore you to death, and we don't want that, do we? No, we don't. You can agree there. I know you lot. Hey, what you like. So we'll come back. Might take an hour and a half, might take 2 hours. All depends on the ambient temperature. So obviously yeast and temperature are the things that go together. More yeast and the warmer it is, the faster it will go. That's why years ago they used to put this in front of the fire and all sorts like that. But kind of, you know, they used to live in very drafty houses and things like that. But ours is a little bit different now. Double glaze and all the rest of it. We live like kings now to what they used to live like, you know, honestly. I remember my gran, they used to have a toilet in the back garden. They used to have to go into this shed. No light, no anything. You just go into this toilet in the garden. And I remember the toilet we talk about all times. I remember going in there and there was like this hook on the wall and there was like bits of torn newspaper and that was your toilet paper in the dark. Honestly, you couldn't even read the toilet paper. It was that dark in there. And they're probably creepy crawlies. Anyway, that's enough of that. Enough of them bad. Actually, the really good old days. I have some fond memories because, you know, you think it's times like that you kind of reflect on and they do give you some memories as you grow older. So anyway, that's it. I'm stopping and reminiscing now, otherwise it'll be too late and this will be already risen. So we'll see you soon. Take care, and this will be doubled, and it'll be just pillow on the top. So we'll see you shortly. Take care. Bye for now.